Maybe I'm just not very good at being human.
You are. This is why you have doubts.
No! No! Hugo! Hugo, no! No! And I'll kill you again if I have to! I'll kill all of you!
Amicia! Amicia!
Fate can lead you if you choose to follow it, or it will drag you if you resist. Either way, there's no escaping it. This is one of many lessons that A Plague Tale Requiem will teach you. What's good, everybody? It's your boy TKB, aka That King Boo, and in today's review, I'll be sharing my thoughts with you about A Plague Tale Requiem. Before I start this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It will be well appreciated. Now let's get on with the video. After 3 long years, we finally get a sequel to A Plague Tale Innocence. This action adventure surpasses its predecessor in every way, with its improved stealth mechanics, elegant visuals, and a magnificent story that will leave you heartbroken. Despite the sad ending, you will find yourself in many intense situations when trying to sneak past armored guards or running away from hordes of rats. When you're not fighting for your life, you will be mesmerized by its breathtaking graphics as you make your way through cities or beautiful meadows that will have you staring out at the horizon for a long period of time. With all these culminating factors, in my opinion, makes this game a must-play in 2022 and beyond. Warning: this part of the review will contain spoilers. You have been warned. It's been 6 months since the events of the previous game. Our beloved Amicia and Hugo are accompanied by their mother Beatrice and her apprentice Lucas. They are traveling to a town and province in order to seek refuge from an alchemist organization called the Order. Unfortunately, as they were making their way towards the town, Amicia and Hugo were attacked by a band of malicious beekeepers. In order to save Amicia's life, Hugo summons a horde of rats, which reawakens the Prima Macula that once lie dormant. After a short stay in the town, it is destroyed by a tsunami of rats brought on by the Macula's attempts to take over Hugo's body. Soon after, Amicia and Hugo separate from their mother and Lucas in order to search for a mysterious island that keeps reoccurring in Hugo's dreams. They think this island can help them find a cure for the Macula. When they arrive to this mysterious island, now known as Lacuna, they discover the island is ran by a man named Count Victor and his wife Emily. At first glance, they think this island is peaceful and perfect. However, this island holds a dark secret. All the residents on Lacuna Island worship a pagan deity called the Child of Embers. They also believe that Emily is the reincarnated mother of the Child of Embers and is regarded as a priestess. Amicia, Hugo, and Sophia investigate the island. They come across a secret ceremony led by the Count and the priestess. While in disguise, they make their way through the secret ceremony and discover a shocking revelation. The Child of Embers that everyone worships is actually the previous carrier of the Macula. They sneak away from the ceremony, and with Sophia, they investigate an ancient temple built by the Order. While investigating, they come across some notes that contains the history of the previous carrier, Basilius, and his protector, Aelia. Later on, the 3 of them make their way to a chapel on the other side of the island and discover a group of slavers who sacrifice people to the rats, thinking that it would please the Child of Embers. After making their way through the enemy, Amicia, Hugo, and Sophia enter the chapel where Aelia was imprisoned for rebelling against the Order. Later on, they make their way to a secret underground facility that imprisoned Basilius so the Order could contain the Macula. However, that didn't work. Without his protector Aelia, Basilius gave into the Macula and unleashed the Justinian Plague. Realizing that the dreams Hugo was having is the result of the Macula wanting to lure him to the island, Amicia knew that all they had to do was give Hugo a peaceful life so that the Macula would remain dormant.
I'm here for you, and I will give you the life you deserve. A life without fight. Do you want that? Let's find ourselves a home.
I don't think they agree. What's going on? We must go.
After escaping a horde of rats, Amicia and Hugo return to Victor and Emily's castle. To their surprise, Lucas and their mother Beatrice were there waiting for them. Amicia explains to her mother and Lucas about what she had learned. Shortly after, the Count lures Amicia into a room and attacks her. Amicia manages to make her way to an outdoor arena where Emily has her mother tied up. Their reasons for this is that Emily believes that Hugo is the Child of Embers and she is his mother. So they want to kill everybody he cares about so they can adopt him. Amicia desperately fights the Count trying to save her mother, but due to her dislocated shoulder, she fails. Beatrice is killed by Emily. Hugo awakens in a nearby chamber. He makes his way to the outdoor arena and sees his mother slaughtered by the hands of Emily. Outraged by the death of his mother, Hugo loses it and summons a horde of rats and kills Emily, as well as destroying the majority of the island. Amicia, Hugo, and Lucas make their way through these city ruins to rescue Arno before leaving the island. Now on Sophia's ship, thinking that the coast is clear, suddenly a ship off in the distance is spotted. Lo and behold, it's Victor seeking revenge for the death of his wife. Victor ends up wounding Amicia and taking Hugo, Lucas, and Sophia hostage. Now back on shore, Amicia and Arno battle against Victor and his soldiers. Suddenly, an explosion went off in the distance and a huge cloud of dust covered the area and blotted out the sun. In order to defeat Victor and save Lucas and Sophia, Arno sacrifices himself so that Amicia can deal the final blow. Since Hugo thought Amicia was dead, he let the macula consume him. With the sun gone, the rats can spread unchecked. Amicia and Lucas make their way through the ruined city, and after the spirit of Hugo explains to Amicia that in order to stop the plague from spreading, Hugo, the host of the macula, must die. With tears in her eyes and sorrow in her heart, she aims her slingshot at Hugo and ends his suffering. Though Amicia saved the world, unfortunately she couldn't save Hugo. It's sad. After all the fighting, as well as the death of her mother and father, poor Amicia is now left alone. I usually don't get emotional, but A Plague's Tale Requiem story moved me. I will go as far as to say that this is the best story that I've ever seen in a video game. From the moments of peace to the moments of tragedy, this game balances it perfectly all the way until its depressing ending. The voice acting was phenomenal, and the graphics were as well. Developers at Asobo Studios did a remarkable job. So without further ado, I give A Plague Tale Requiem a 9 out of 10. That would do it for today's video. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments sections your thoughts about the game. Also make sure to tap that notification bell to stay up to date with content. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
I can't!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.